Hey y'all, welcome back to the Europats. I'm Diane,
And I'm Matt.
and on this channel, we share our real life journey planning our move to Europe. The good, the bad, and well, that wasn't in the plan.
And today, it is definitely one of those wasn't in the plan moments.
Okay, so you remember when I used to say, kind of jokingly, kind of not joking,
Watch us end up in Albania.
yeah,
We said that on live streams. We said it to you guys. We said it to ourselves.
and it was always more in a way of like, ha ha ha, watch this, watch that be what we do, or, always kidding, wouldn't that be wild?
So now we're here making a video about it.
So, yeah. Plot twist.
This actually started because we were talking and looking into slow travel.
Not just for fun, but because we are tired. We are exhausted.
Yeah, we love our life.
Yeah.
We love our, living out here, but we are extremely tired.
Tired of work. Don't want to do it anymore. I know you don't want to do it anymore.
No, I'm ready to hang it up.
And I know you're tired. I mean, your job, law enforcement, that's tiring. That's awful, actually, to be honest. And you wouldn't think that finance would be that bad, but y'all try dealing with people and their money at the end of the year.
And
Yeah.
after 35 plus years of putting the badge on, putting the vest on, putting the gun belt on, I'm ready just to be a little lighter.
And we realize that we don't want to wait until we're 70 or 80 to finally be able to stop and breathe, which is what's going to happen if we stay here in the US.
That is true. We want to go to Europe while we're still young. I want to be able to walk everywhere. So does she. We want to be able to explore, try new foods, and actually enjoy our time together instead of sitting around on a couch.
Exactly. And managing aches and pains and doctors and energy levels. We want to go now.
So over the holidays, we started asking ourselves, what can we do to do this a lot sooner?
How can we retire sooner rather than later?
So we started looking at slow travel, doing the Schengen rules, 90 in, 90 out, whatever, visa-free countries.
Yeah, and in looking at that, we had decided, we can go now and we could do the Schengen Shuffle if you want to. Um, and then as we got into looking at that, Albania kept showing up because if you think about it, a lot of people, when they think of doing the Schengen Shuffle, think of someplace in the EU and Albania. A lot of people do. At least that's what we hear anyway.
And at first, I was like, okay, Albania, it's interesting, but probably not for us.
Until we looked at the visa rules.
Then we looked at the cost of living.
Then we looked at safety.
Then we looked at English levels.
Then we looked at how friendly they are to Americans.
And suddenly, it wasn't a joke anymore.
Here's the thing that really changed our minds on everything. Americans can stay in Albania for a full year without a visa.
Not 90 days, not leave and come back in about, a year.
That means, drum roll. I don't know how to do a drum roll. Can you do it? Can you do it? Yeah. We get to retire in 2027.
We will be retiring 3 years earlier than France.
And that means we don't even have to touch our Social Security early.
Which is a huge deal financially.
Now, please know that France in 2030 is still a plan. We want to spend the rest of our days in France. However, If we can financially and physically retire 3 years earlier and see the world and be over there in Europe to where we can get over there and do our scouting trips more often and it just be so much cheaper, you know, this is a win-win.
Yeah. And Albania, it is a very affordable place by European standards.
In most cities, a very nice 1 or 2 bedroom apartment will rent for about $400 to $700 a month, and that is with sea views.
And outside the capital or outside the big city, it's even less.
And groceries there run about 250 to 300 euros a month.
Eating out is inexpensive. Transportation is cheap.
And a comfortable lifestyle for 2 people is often around 1,200 to 1,600 euros a month, depending on where you live.
And that is very workable.
Yeah, it is. And before you ask, yes, we did check into safety a lot.
And Albania actually has lower violent crime rates than most Western countries.
The homicide rate is about 1 per 100,000 people, which is way lower than the US.
Petty thefts exist like anywhere, but violent crime is rare, especially in expat friendly areas.
People walk around at night, families are out late. It just feels like a normal life. You wouldn't see us doing that out here, walking around outside at night.
Oh, I would, but you wouldn't.
Absolutely not. You don't know my neighbors.
uh, Another big surprise, English.
A lot of people, especially the younger people and people in the bigger cities like Tirana or Durrës and other, the big cities, they speak English.
And it's just enough to function and just enough to get started.
Yeah. So, yes, we would have to learn some Albanian,
Yes.
but we could do it.
Oh, it's very doable.
Oh, yeah. And here's something that you don't see every day. Albanians genuinely like Americans.
And there's a strong cultural goodwill towards the US.
And that makes the idea of landing there feel a lot less scary to have people that actually want you there.
Now, a very important part, we are not dumping France.
At all. At all.
No, we are not.
As we said a while ago, France is still the dream. It's still the long-term plan.
Albania just becomes chapter 1 instead of chapter 3.
It lets us start our retirement earlier and live slower sooner and protect our finances. It's a win-win. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Now we realize that this might come as a shock.
And we know some of you followed us, especially just for France.
And we completely understand if this isn't what you expected. To be honest, it wasn't what we expected. So we're right there with you.
But this channel has always been about figuring it out, honestly.
Not pretending like we have it all solved.
So now we explore Albania.
We will show you the good, the bad, the boring, and the beautiful because there are some stunning places in Albania.
So if it's not what we think,
You're going to hear that from us too, because we're going to be honest with you. I never thought that my throwaway line would come true.
which is watch us end up in Albania.
I used to use that to rage bait Matt.
She would. She would actually say, "No, we're gonna probably end up in Albania."
Watch.
I would tell her, "No, we're not."
But apparently,
But we never really
didn't.
looked into it.
No, we didn't. And I don't know why I was dogging it. And, we were talking on the live today because we shared the information with the people on our live because those are our regular people that show up week after week and we just have the greatest group of people on our lives.
Yes, we do.
I love our lives. If you don't join us on a live, you should because we have the best time and the best people. And I'm not just saying that. I love these people. And
Yeah, we don't get on there and question people and stuff like that. We might have a special guest or something, but we like to keep it real. Just talk about what you want to talk about. Everybody first got on there and said, "Hey, how's your Christmas going?" And
Yeah, we have a bunch of people that get on there early, like before we even do, and they're having their own. They don't even need us. They're just there to have their own conversations, which is fine.
yeah, there was a whole list of conversations going on. We were the ones trying to catch up when we went live.
Yeah, but we have the greatest group of people anyway. So we told them, that was my table. My table fell. That scared me, y'all. But we told them about it today, and they were so supportive. Guys, thank y'all because that was I was nervous because on one hand, I don't want to feel like I'm letting somebody down because we know that people are here for France, and that's fine. We have a lot of French people, and
And France is still in the calling. We're looking at 2030
yeah,
still for France.
so that part's not changing. But dang it, if we have the opportunity to retire sooner, we're gonna take it, even if that means we can't go to France right now.
Even if we're going to a place where we only use one certain income.
I mean, it's a no-brainer, y'all. It's stunning. I am not kidding when I tell y'all that it is stunning there. It is so pretty. The people are nice. The food is great. You've got everything that you need.
It's very walkable.
Yeah.
A lot of the bigger cities, they talk about using nothing but bikes,
Hmm.
and that's what. And I was laughing at a video I was watching on it, and a lot of the people riding the bikes were the older people.
Yeah. They're still out there riding their
Now
bikes.
that they've got a lot of traffic going on out there in cars and stuff, and if I'm not mistaken, 1995 was whenever they voted in where they could, everybody could have a car.
It was in
Not
the 90s, yeah.
it was in the 90s, but
So they were
where
still a communist country at that point.
yeah, everybody could have a car by that time, and there's a lot of cars out there.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have to have one. But the fact that Americans can go there and stay there a year without a visa means that we can go and yet we can still go to France. It's what, an hour and a
It's
half flight,
it's an hour and a half
you know.
flight, and the flights cost, you know, 200 to 300 euros just to go over there. And I don't know if it's back
No,
to.
that's a round trip.
Yeah, it's round trip.
But, we would be closer to France. We'd be closer, to the EU so that we can do our scouting trip. We wouldn't have to do it in one long
If we
scouting trip.
want,
Go there every weekend if we wanted to.
if we want to go over to Italy, we just take a boat over there, and
Me and,
then rent a car and go drive.
me and that boat are going to be best friends. Y'all hide and watch. If I'm that close to Italy, I'll be going over there.
But it's all about us finally getting to stop working, and start enjoying our life
Yeah.
a lot more than that we should be doing.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to it. It really excited me when things started falling together because we were actually talking about slow traveling over the holidays
Schengen shuffle.
and just to be able to get retired sooner. But now we've looked into it and we can use just one income for this location we're going.
Hmm.
And the rest of it we can leave in and mature until a later date when we really need it, and then take it out from there.
Yeah. So it's a win-win. And so again, I don't know why I dogged it. We just had never really looked into it I don't know why we didn't, but anyway, we have now, we are now. And that was not smart on my part to just assume because it's
Well,
pretty awesome.
well, she was getting a little nervous about people probably dogging us about it and everything, and I told her, I said, look, we're not called the France Pats, we're not called the Italy Pats or Albania Pats, we're called the Euro Pats, so we can look over the whole Europe area.
Yeah. But again, we know that a lot of y'all are here from France. And if we lose people over this, which we probably will, that's okay. We are not for everybody, but
I mean, we started this just mainly just to document what we're finding out and what we're looking for us. And right now, after looking into this would be probably one of our smartest moves and best moves to get over to Europe quicker.
Right.
And, if at all possible, be able to do all of our other videos over there instead of here.
Yeah.
So we want to thank you all for trusting us just enough to take weird turns with us,
And we promise to keep being honest.
even when the universe makes fun of us. If this was helpful and or interesting, give the video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel.
And if you want to follow along as we figure this out in real time, then hit subscribe and come with us.
We would love to have you there.
We also have a few optional ways to support this channel if you want to. You can support us over on our Patreon page, which we always have fun, interesting stuff over there. On our Buy Me a Coffee page, if you want to join our channel, just click the link below. We also have merch if you would like some of our merch. All the cool kids are wearing it.
Eric, you're still cool.
Still cool.
And as always, we love reading your comments, especially from anyone who's been to Albania, lived there, or is considering it too. So thank you very much to everyone that's been out there watching us, and we appreciate every one of you.
We will see you all in the next one. Bye.
Bye, y'all.